I've always said, don't let politics get in the way of your content creation. And I have done that sometimes. I'm guilty of it. I mention politics on YouTube occasionally. And I try not to. I really do. As much as it may seem that I don't. I make a lot of videos, and most of them are just throwaway. They're never posted because they may be political or they may be something else. I don't know. I just didn't like them for one reason or another. And that goes true to everything. And today I seen how that happens. And there was a guy. I'm not mentioning any names because I'm not here for an argument or anything like that. I'm just making a video. So there was a guy that I used to follow. He has a blog. He writes about tech tips and things. His name's not Linus, so don't jump on me for that. Anyway, he started mixing political views into his tech blog, and it's no longer about the tech, it's about the political views. And personally, that's not why I quit reading his blog, because I can usually overlook political views. Oh, police. I can usually overlook political views and commentary and whatever, because the truck is just slowing way down. Because, you're entitled to your political opinion, and so am I. So, if we don't agree, then we just won't talk about it, and if you want to constantly come at me and talk to me about it, then I'm going to argue with you, because, you don't get to just say your point all day, every day, and then it be over. I'm going to say my point back, and you're going to be mad because facts don't play. Anyway, nope, getting political. So anyway, I was talking to a group of people that I used to work with AT&T. We were the social media team. We did a lot of things, you may remember. So that's kind of what we do, social media, all the time, all day, every day. And a lot of the people in the group were saying that they don't read his blog anymore because of his political opinion that he tries to push on everyone. And I was like, wow, that goes right into what I was saying. Don't bring politics into whatever your platform is, unless your platform is about politics. Because, he had a really good tech blog that was very popular. Tons of traffic to that blog. And now not so much. It's kind of dwindling off. He's not making the income he was off of it. And it's not relevant anymore. Because it's not about tech. It's not about the people who came there to read about tech. It's about politics now. And all those people aren't interested in that. And maybe he'll get a new following eventually of politics, but I don't think so. I think that there's always going to be this huge divide between the political parties, and you're going to boycott half your audience because you pick one side. And I don't like that. So it's a very good idea to keep politics out of your regular stuff. So, just a little backstory. This guy that I am not mentioning names, we talked for a little while. We were friends for a little while, and he was like, yeah, my current hosting provider for my blog just isn't keeping up. The blog gets way too much traffic. I mean, I think it was at the time like 30,000 hits a day, which, isn't a lot, but if they all come in at once, it can really hammer your traffic, hammer your CPU, because it's a blog. It's not being cached. It's just, well, at the time it wasn't. It might be now. Who knows? It doesn't like that I want to turn auto steer on when I don't have my hands on the wheel. Anyway, I don't know what it gets now, but anyway, back then, 30,000 hits a day, unique hits a day, might I add. That was good. That was crazy. And so, yeah, his hosting provider limited him on RAM and just said, we're not going to give you more RAM because you have more traffic. You need to upgrade your package. And obviously they wanted a lot of money for that. And I just told him, I was like, yeah, I've got a really big server, mainly for personal use. I do host a few accounts that, people pay me to host on. But it's like friends and family. It's not like, I don't go crazy with it, I really can't because it has limited SSD storage. So as long as you're not going crazy on storage, you're fine. Traffic, I mean, it's 1 gigabit, which is more than enough. Processor, it's like a 24 core. It's got like 60 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of RAM. So like, it's not going to be a problem. So I told him, hey, like, you can put your website on my server for a little while. Just toss me $10 a month. I mean, that would help me pay for the server, and you're going to get way more than $10 a month use out of it. He agreed. I made him an account. He moved all his stuff over. I mean, I realized real fast that if I didn't delegate 2 gigs to his account dedicated, his site would lag. So, I had the RAM. I didn't care. I told him I would help him out. So I delegated like 10 gigs to his site, because who cares? And all was going good until the second month of him to pay me came around, and he didn't bother to pay me. And I was like, okay, maybe he's just going through a hard time. Maybe he's having some financial trouble. I don't know. I mean, he made plenty of money off the website, way more than $10 a month off the ads. But, you never know. You never know what someone's situation may be. So I just sent him a message on Facebook, and I was like, hey, you're kind of behind on your $10 a month. Just pay it when you can. I know things happen. Well, this went on for about 3 months, and I was like, okay, are you just not going to pay me anymore, or like, what's going on? He would walk all the way around the money situation. He would never talk about paying me or make any promises to pay me. And I, I was trying to be nice and help him out, but like, come on, man, $10 a month ain't much. Help me out here. It's better than what you were paying your other company that wanted you to move to like $200 a month to support your website. So, don't do me that way. So it went on for about 6 months until I'd had enough, and I just suspended his website. And at that point, he made a public post on his blog about me, saying that my company suspended him wrongly. And so that's when I'm not one to sit down and take it. So I made a post in response to him on our public forum that he hadn't paid me in 6 months, and that's why his site was down. And if he was going to be that big of a deadbeat, he needed to go somewhere else. So from that point on, we never talked again. He paid me, by the way. He did pay me the 6 months that he owed me, and he left. And I couldn't be happier. All good with that. And we never talked again. And I often wondered if I was going to regret that. Was he going to make it big and become very popular? I mean, 30,000 hits a day was already pretty popular. But I mean, I often wondered, would I regret that? And now I know that I didn't make a bad decision, because he ruined his own blog by making it political. So anyway, got more stuff to do today, so figured I would make a video while I was driving and tell you guys, don't mix politics with whatever it is you do, unless what you do is political. In that case, mix it all you want, because it's fine. But